Okay, hopefully this video goes through. I'm gonna try and condense this so it's not super long. But basically, for those of you who don't know, I just went to the Mumford & Sons concert. Went with my friends, Aaron, Owen, Devin, Laura, and then Laura's two friends, Dale and Eileen, I think her name was. I hope that was her name. And then I was calling her the wrong thing all night. Okay, so, basically, there's, the concert was at Merriweather Post Pavilion, and normally for that kind of thing, the first 100 people get, tickets for the pit, when we have lawn seats. So, there's like the pit, and then there's seating, and then there's lawn seats. And so we had the lawn seats, so we were going to try and see if we could get pit tickets. So my friends, Aaron, Devin, and Owen got to the venue at like 11:30 a.m. and we're camping out there forever. Doors didn't open till 6 p.m. I got there around 4. Felt really bad, but I had lunch with my grandma and everything. And then Laura and her friends got there, and we were the first people in line. So I was already freaking out. I was like, score, we're gonna see the pit. And then I found out that the tickets were separate for the pit and lawn, like, because Mumford & Sons was completely sold out. They weren't gonna do the 100 people thing, so we didn't get to do it. And I was like, you know what, fine, we're still the first people in line, we're gonna get the best lawn seat there is, so, hey, it's Mumford & Sons, I'm not really gonna complain. So, we, waited around, and I guess it was like 5:30, when they were like, okay, first 100 people, come here, and we're like, what? They're like, you get to go in for a special party, and we're like, oh, cool, sweet. So we go in, and I guess there was like 10 people standing in a line, like, taking your ticket to, like, ring it up, and, rip it off and then hand it back to you. Well, I guess I went to the wrong person. I went to this lady at the end, and the girl in front of me handed her the ticket, and then she got, a wristband, and so I was directly after her. I was so excited. I was like, yay, go in early! So I handed her my ticket, and she didn't even look at it, put it at the bottom of the pile, and handed me a VIP wristband. A VIP wristband, like, people pay, like, a bunch of money for the VIP wristbands, especially for a sold-out show like Mumford & Sons. It's a lot of money. I mean, the lawn seat was $50, so I was, like, freaking out a little bit, and I was like, yay, 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 because I still thought it was because we were the first 100 people. And so I ran ahead to the party, and I was trying to find it, and I look around, and my friends aren't there, and they come back like 5 minutes later, and they were like, how'd you get a wristband? That's not fair. And I was like, none of you got a wristband, so I was the only one with a wristband. And I guess the lady realized her mistake afterwards, because Laura walked up to her and gave her her ticket, and she was like, you have lawn seating, and didn't give her a wristband, and she was like, oh, I thought everyone got it. She's like, no. Anyways, so I got a wristband. Basically means I can go to the pit, which is what we wanted in the first place, which is super amazing anyways. But I was like, I don't want to leave my friends on the lawn, it's kind of lame. So we went to the party, had a bunch of food, we rushed the field, and we got the best spot on the lawn. It was fantastic. We got the best spot on the lawn, and then, I was like, you know, I'm just going to stay up here with you guys. And they were like, no, go down the pit. So we compromised, and for the first 2 acts, there were 2 really good bands. It was, Matthew and the Avenue. I don't remember the 2 names. I was just freaking out the whole time. They were really good. I'm probably going to look them up soon. Weren't that great live, but they were really, really talented. The second band actually played really unconventional instruments. One of the guys was playing a saw, like a wooden, like something you cut wood with, a saw. We were like, oh, okay. And then the one guy had like a whistling solo, and he used a phone, and so he whistled into the phone, into the microphone, and the like echo, I mean the feedback from the phone like doubled his echo. It was really cool. It was really weird, but whatever. So Anyway, so I was like, well, let me go down, see the pit, see where I gotta go. So I went down and I was like, oh, it's really, really close. I'm freaking out. It's really close. And so I go back to the lawn, and not even, I guess it was like towards the middle of the first set, end of the first set, it starts raining. And thank goodness Laura brought like this blanket that was kind of, it was like sleeping bag material, so we weren't sure if it was waterproof, but we just put all our stuff underneath of it, and we're like, I hope it is, and we checked it every now and then, and my purse didn't look too wet, so we're like, okay, I think it should be fine. But then it starts pouring and thundering and lightning, and we're just having so much fun. I was like dancing, and I was like, I love the rain. Everyone thought I was drunk. It was so great. So that happened, and then it starts hailing in the middle of the rainstorm, like hail, like pieces like that big were falling down. I was like, it was 100 degrees today. How the hell are we having hail right now? Whatever. So, and then I'm trying to remember everything. There was this drunk guy behind us who was totally trying to hit on us, and he was like gross, and well, he was hitting on Aaron. Anyways, Mumford & Sons comes on, and so I was like, alright guys, I'm gonna go down to the pit now. I'll come back towards the end of the set and hang out with you guys, and this has been fun. Like, thank you so much for letting me go up there. Like, I said, go, 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 go. So I get up there, and I'm like soaking wet. I'm still dripping. I'm like squeezing out my skirt, and so I was like, I'm not gonna be rude and push my way to the front of this pit. I'm gonna just end up in the back, like not being able to see anything. It's gonna be lame. Well, I walked down, and like I walked to the very, very edge of the pit, and there's a straight line directly to the edge of the barriers, like right in the front. And I was like, okay, I can stand here. And there was only like one or two guys like in front of me, and one of the taller guys, I was like, hey, do you think I could stand in front of you? Because I'm really short. And he was like, sure. So that was cool, and I was right up on the barrier. The barrier's about 5 feet away. It was like 10 feet away from the stage, so that you couldn't like jump on the stage or something crazy. Apparently Darren got pulled off the stage today. I'm gonna have to go investigate what I missed on Tumblr, but that's really funny. Sorry, it's really sad actually. Anyways, so I was freaking out, like legit freaking out. I was like, oh my god, I'm right here. I'm so close to the stage. I'm like 10 feet away from the stage. Look, I'm still shaking. I'm like, oh. I was freezing and wet, but I was so excited, and I didn't even care. And then they came on. No, this guy walks up next to me, and he has two huge cameras strapped around his neck, and I have my mom's camera, which is like a Nikon. Well, I have this one around my neck. So and I was just kind of chilling there, and one of the security guards walks up and pulls me and the guy aside, and I was like, oh god, am I in trouble? And he was like, alright, so you can go in front of the stage, but you can't pass the camera, blah blah blah. And he was talking to me like I was one of the photographers, like one of the event photographers, and he was telling me I could go on the stage, like what? So I didn't want to get in trouble, and like if they found out that I wasn't actually a photographer, I didn't want to like have them kick me out or something. So I kind of just like, I stepped in front of the barrier, and I was like touching the stage. I was like just touching it. I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And I just I was talking to the security guard the whole time, but I was literally like right there. I was at an angle, but I didn't really care. I was like, the piano player was the cutest one out of all of them. He's so phenomenal, and was just a great performer. And but there was this one point where he kept like a smile, like posing towards me, because he saw I had a huge camera, and he was like, and he did it once, and I was like, I didn't get it, I'm sorry, I didn't get it. And he kind of just like chuckled and like continued playing, of course, because he doesn't care that one fan didn't get a picture of him, right? So the next song, he comes out with his accordion, and he stands legit right in front of me, and I was shaking so bad I couldn't get a good picture, and I thought I got one. I might post it later. It's okay. It's not as good as I thought it was, but I was like, oh my god, I was dying, and I was like, ah, and I screamed, and I like took the picture, and he started walking away and turned back and winked at me, and I was like, so I had to catch my breath from that, and still freaking out about that. So I got some really great pictures. My camera died in the middle of the set, so that kind of sucked. But I'd randomly turn it on and try and get some pictures. Oh, and we weren't allowed to video, and because they thought I was a photographer, I couldn't necessarily video without them noticing. So I kept having to I had this around my neck, so I'd like put it up, and then I'd like pretend I was putting it down, but angle it up. So if you see any of my videos that are still only like 10 seconds short, because I was paranoid as crap. I'm a paranoid parrot. Sorry if it's a bit shaky, but so that happened, and they were phenomenal live. They were so great. They were such great performers, and they played 4 new songs like off their new album, and I need that album now, like now. And oh my goodness, they were just fantastic. I couldn't go to Glee Live tonight. They were in DC, which is literally like 30 minutes from my house, so I was a little bit bitter this morning, but this was a totally perfect trade-off. I don't regret going at all. My friend Owen was super drunk. None of us drank there or before, and he drank an entire thing of vodka before he came, so I don't even think he enjoyed the concert until halfway through Mumford, because he was shaking, like swaying and sitting on the ground, and he slipped down a mudslide one time. Anyways, I think everyone else had fun. I certainly did. The rain was awesome. As bad as it sounds, it was so cool, and the pit was awesome. Okay, so towards the end of their show, I was like, they haven't played The Cave yet. The Cave is my favorite song off the ever, because it's also the first song I ever heard by them. So it's like, I hold it near and dear to my heart. So I was like, they haven't played Cave yet, and I was talking to the guy next to me. I was like, they haven't played The Cave yet, and if they don't play it, I'm gonna cry. So they were playing, I forgot what song they were playing. It was their second to last song, so I started walking up back to my friends, and I was like, I got back up there, and the atmosphere on the lawn was insane. It was so cool. They were dancing, jumping, everyone was singing along, whereas the pit, literally everyone was like, with the occasional like clappers. I was like, this is not a pit, this is like old people central. Anyways, so I went up to the lawn. I was like, you guys are so awesome, I love this crowd, I'm so pissed I didn't stay up here, which I really wasn't, but whatever. And so then they left, and everyone was like, encore, encore, and they came and they played The Cave for encore, and I was so excited, because that's my favorite song, and it's also the first song I ever heard, like I said. So the last song they played at the concert was fitting, and I liked it a lot. So it was just a great day. Great day. I think I got a little sunburn, but not too bad. My outfit was super cute, except for the rain. I cut the shirt myself, and so the rain kind of stretched out the straps. Oops. Hope you guys can't see my cleavage. Oops. No, but I was gonna make a big video about, like, this past week has been phenomenal. This week and last has just been, like, the best weekend of my life ever, pretty much. But I think I'm gonna make a separate one for that, because I'm actually gonna go to bed soon, but I needed to get this out, because I'm still, I'm like, I don't know if you can tell the camera shaking, but my other hand's like super shaky right now. It was just a lot of fun. Can I say again how phenomenal they were? It was great. I'm trying to see if I forget anything. I don't know. If I do, I'll post it. I'm gonna post some pictures. Probably just cue a couple. I have to edit a couple of them, because they kind of turned out blurry, but yeah, that was Mumford & Sons. I got a surprise VIP pass, and I'm the luckiest son of a bitch in the world. Right about now. Yeah. It was great. Okay. I'm done flailing. Okay, bye.